investment in infrastructure will improve access to the latest technology, result in greater availability of affordable and reliable broadband connectivity, and broader adoption of digital technologies across the entire country, as we are determined to promote digital inclusion and to leave no one behind. The digitization of our economy through the implementation of these few initiatives is already yielding fruits. The extensive mobile coverage in the country has generated a quantum leap in the use of mobile money transactions. Many of our rural folk have embraced mobile technology as a fast and reliable mode of transacting and paying for services in the comfort of their homes. Broadband access and its affordability is a means of growing the use of these digital services. Online education, remote working, virtual offices, online meetings and conferencing, telemedicine, etc. have become or are becoming the new normal in this COVID era, all powered by digital technology. A connected country will make these services accessible to all, and we're determined to build a digital infrastructure to enable this transformation to succeed. The opportunities for our teeming youthful population are countless and endless. The digital era provides the platform to breed entrepreneurs with the capabilities of developing innovative application solutions and efficient use of our smartphones. We're focusing on developing the digital skills of our young people to create the critical mass needed to man the exciting digital initiatives being implemented. We want to grow the software industry in Ghana, to be able to develop homegrown digital solutions by Ghanaians for Ghanaians. This is what is exciting about the event we're witnessing today. Ghana.Gov, the electronic platform for the delivery of and payment for government goods and services, was developed by a consortium of 3 private sector companies, ordinarily competitors, but united in love for country as partners with government to deliver a world-class solution. I am understandably proud to have been associated with this initiative, working closely with the Office of the Vice President, the Ministry of Finance, as digital financial services is the shared space where technology meets and embraces financial services. The consortium joins other Ghanaian tech entrepreneurs whose solutions, tailored to fit our peculiar circumstances, have been deployed nationwide by a government which believes in nurturing and promoting local talent. I'm referring here to the National ID and Ghana Post GPS address system, which was also developed by Ghanaians. Reports of the years indicate that Ghana has lost millions of cedis to inefficiencies in revenue monitoring and collection, with public organizations using manual processes at more than 2,000 physical points. There are bound to be gaps, both intentional and unintentional, in revenue collection. Hopefully, that phenomenon will now become a thing of the past. The platform being launched today will facilitate easy monitoring and collection of revenue by our ministries, departments, and agencies. It could not have come at a more opportune time. The Ghana.Gov platform will make it easier for the tax net to be widened to accommodate more informal and previously overlooked formal entities. It can be used on any phone, laptop, or computer. And through the efforts of GIFIC, ultra-modern devices will be available in every district in the country, so anybody who does not own an electronic communications device, process applications, make payments for government services at these CICs or even post office nationwide. Like every country in the world has been hit by the COVID-19 pandemic, and the new is how to minimize contact with possible virus transmitters such as paper money notes. Thankfully, Ghana.Gov truly minimizes the need for our citizens to engage in physical money interactions, reduces the need for interminable visits to various offices to process and pay for various services, and enables the relevant government bodies to have a single view over all internally generated funds within the country. Ghana.Gov has come to stay and will improve government to citizenry interaction. This interaction for the exchange of public services between government and the citizens will not only be one way, as the developers of the platform, working in close collaboration with the National Information Technology Agency, have also set up a call center to facilitate the processing of complaints, inquiries, and guidance with the use and management of this platform. The ministry is also assiduously working through the Data Protection Commission and the Cybersecurity Center to safeguard and secure all our personal information. User feedback is important and an integral part of the growth and efficiency of this platform. And so we encourage everybody to take advantage of this intervention and make good use of it. It will, in the short, medium, and long term, benefit all Ghanaians directly and indirectly. To the 3 local Ghanaian-owned technology companies, Haptel, ExpressPay, and IT Consortium, who set aside their competitiveness to collaborate to build this platform from scratch, and your wider local technology community that supported you with ideas and contributions, I'm extremely proud of all of you. Thank you so much for rising to the occasion. I echo to all of you. I congratulate the officials of the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization, the Ministry of Finance, Office of the Vice President, National Information Technology Agency, Ghana Revenue Authority, the Bank of Ghana, the Ghana Interbank Payment and Settlements System, who worked tirelessly against all odds to make today happen. Well done. This is an excellent example of public-private partnership, and hopefully there will be many more such. And Ghana today, the world tomorrow, as others emulate us. To Your Excellency, Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia, and above all, His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, thank you so much for giving this project the needed political will it required to get this far. We know and strongly believe that this will go a long way in helping Ghana achieve our vision of a Ghana beyond aid. As a member of the Smart Africa Alliance, Ghana's flagship project, which we are recommending for adoption by the other 22 alliance countries, is a blueprint on e-payments for the facilitation of digital trade across Africa, building on our experiences with digital payment platforms like Ghana.Gov and mobile money interoperability. This blueprint will also be launched virtually tomorrow. We are going continental and soon global. In the words of our president, this is a time of great hope for the world. If we work smartly together and stay on course, we can raise millions out of poverty and significantly expand basic social services for many more by the 2030 end date of the Sustainable Development Goals, unquote. This is what digitization can do. Let's work together to utilize technology to lift Ghana and Africa out of poverty. We're living in unusual times, but they also present unusual opportunities, such as Ghana.Gov. It truly is digitime. I thank you all for your attention, and may God continue to bless us all and our homeland, Ghana.
The Minister of Communications and Digitalization, the Honorable Esther Osu-Akufo MP, thank you for that warm and inspiring address, articulating so well homegrown digital solutions for Ghanaian businesses, for Ghanaians by Ghanaians, and a case of public-private partnership gone so well. Your Excellency, the Vice President, Honorable Ministers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with clearly 254 MMDAs and some 127 public organizations operating in more than 2,000 fiscal points of services, it is clear that the greatest beneficiaries of this project will be our MMDAs. For the next few minutes, please take a journey with me as we have the experiences shown on video.
we realized that some of our outlets, we run World Heritage sites, people visit there, they pay money. And so we realized that the money that were coming were not enough, looking at the number of people who visit these facilities. So the then minister, Honorable Catherine Abelima Afeku, with the help of the board, decided that we fix a digital machine at some of our facilities, i.e. Cape Coast Castle, Elmina Castle, to see whether our revenue will increase. And I must say with all humility that since the introduction of these digital machines, it has really increased our IGF. And so I must say that the Ghana.Gov platform is indeed a very good platform for these public agencies. The Ghana.Gov platform is also making our institution very accessible to everybody, because now when you log in, whatever interaction you want to have with us, you can do that on the Ghana.Gov platform. If there are payments you want to make, it becomes so easily, you can do that on the Ghana.Gov platform.
We are leveraging digitization to improve public finance management. We've used digitization in the past, namely BPEMS. It was Budget and Public Expenditure Management System. It was one of attempt of digitization. And then the Public Finance Management Reform Program, that was the BPEMS happened under the PUFMA, it was called PUFMA. And then later we had the Ghana Integrated Financial Management Information System, which is GIFMIT. All these are digital efforts at digitization of the management of public finance. In terms of revenue mobilization, we've used something we call e-monitor in the past. We have also, GRA also has its own digital platforms they use in revenue mobilization, and even some of the other MDs also have their own digital platforms. The difference with all these past digital platforms with this is that the time some of these things were happening, the focus was public expenditure, but a lot of them didn't focus on revenue. But this one is going to facilitate payment. That is a major difference that this one is bringing.
Since March 2020, the government of Ghana phased out all manual applications concerning passports and has made sure that the client or applicant has easy access to paying for passport forms, and also in the filling of passport forms. The client does not have to wake up at dawn to come and form queues just to be selected to apply for a passport, but the client only needs to book an appointment, and once you have an appointment, we will serve you. Ghana.Gov is going to impact how clients apply passports, clients apply for passports, since now there is flexibility, there is simplicity, and there's no effort is needed to apply for a passport, since you can do everything at one spot and get your passport easily.
I would really want to encourage everybody to visit Ghana.Gov to do business with us. Not only us, now most of public agencies are on the Ghana.Gov, and so I would really want to encourage you to visit the Ghana.Gov. And the good thing is that there are over 20 banks linked to the Ghana.Gov, and so when you are doing business, it is very, very easy. With mobile money, with these banks, it is very, very easy and accessible.
And on that note of optimism and great confidence in the system, it's my pleasure to invite the happiest man in the room for what this means for his ministry. Please welcome the Minister of Finance, the Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta.
Thank you very much indeed. It's truly a joyful day, actually. Your Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, Honorable Chief of Staff, the President of the National House of Chiefs, Chairman of the National Christian Council, Honorable Minister for Communication and Digitalization, colleague ministers, Governor of the Central Bank of Ghana, deputy ministers, deputy governor, directors, heads of public sector agencies and associations, and CEOs of banks and captains of industry in the fintech industry, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. I am truly honored and indeed grateful and extremely happy for the opportunity to address you and for this day to be here. Over a year into the COVID-19 pandemic, we continue to face fundamental questions about the kind of country we want to build for the future. Indeed, today's choices as we attempt to bounce back from COVID-19 to build back better and greener will be the defining legacy of the government. Given the fragility of the economy both here and across the world, and the continuing ability of the global financial architecture to allocate resources fairly and equitably, the essential requirement today and for the future is to establish a robust domestic revenue mobilization strategy, and the key to this is technology, a digital platform which will enable the state to be the true visible hand which allocates resources towards economic dynamism and social protection for all. At the Ghana Enterprises Agency launch, I mentioned that all pathways such as austerity measures or the expectation that business as usual can return us on our growth trajectory are woefully premature. COVID-19 is a crisis that requires bold and imaginative measures to lead the charge for a sustainable recovery for our country. That is why we designed and launched the blueprint to our recovery and transformation under the Ghana 100 billion Ghana Cares Obatampa program. As always, I encourage all of us to share and plug into Ghana Cares Obatampa program because it clearly outlines all that we will do to establish macro stability, promote social mobility, and build this ideal of Ghana being a pillar of stability and the green space on the African continent. Since the launch of the CARES program, the figure 100 billion has been referenced a lot, understandably so, as the figure is a quarter of our GDP and the boldest economic recovery program that the country has ever seen. However, at the ministry, we believe government can raise 30 billion of this, in addition to what GRA constantly does, once we deliver efficiency and innovation across a vital development anchor, the public sector. Thus, Ghana.Gov as one of our solutions to this. And we thank the Vice President for his fight for digitalization from the very beginning of the administration. According to a recent McKinsey report, COVID-19 accelerated digitalization by an estimated 7 years globally. I guess in all things, give thanks to the Lord for those who believe in Him. So here we are, with digitalization now becoming the mainstay of development for us and for Africa. We had about 61% of sampled firms by UNICA in the survey, 75% of businesses in the goods sector and 61% of micro-sized enterprises, all identifying online selling as a top new opportunity in reaction to the crisis. And these were yet to find means of taxing. In truth, before the pandemic, digitalization was poised to change the world. COVID-19 marks a historic tipping point into the digital era. So this forms part of why the government, in conjunction with our consortium of 3 brilliant local fintechs, have developed a centralized digital platform, payment platform, dubbed the Ghana.Gov platform, to provide a consolidated view of all payments to government agencies. This initiative is part of a host of digitalization initiatives to formalize Ghana's economy, promote digital inclusion, expand our tax base, and improve and revenue mobilization. These include the paperless port, national ID card, digital property address system, digital payment platform, NPA digital retail outlet, fuel monitoring, land records digitization. And once again, our gratitude to the Vice President for his leadership in these areas. Your Excellency, the Ghana.Gov payment platform is interface with existing platform of some MDAs, including GRA, and of 23 commercial banks to facilitate cash and check transactions from any branch of the partner banks. All electronic payment methods, including mobile money, Ghana QR, Visa, MasterCard, and USID via *222 number on any mobile phone can be conducted through the platform at the user's convenience with the requisite provision for the security of user data. The platform was piloted from June to December 2020. A total of 624,000 persons registered to pay for about 37 tax types and services to GRA and a host of MDAs. Over 5.8 million transactions have been carried out since the platform's pilot insertion in June 2020, with a value of 20.2 billion as of 4:30 p.m. this past Monday. That's how accurately we are coming now. Encouragingly, over 90% of transactions were of GRA. Undoubtedly, this should translate into enhanced revenue mobilization outcomes. In February of this year, I think we got about 1.8 billion CDs from them. And in June this year, it had risen to 3.7 billion. So at that rate, Excellency Vice President, we're not going to have a deficit in short run. In the coming months, the Ministry of Finance will not only seek to deploy the platform to cover more public sector agencies, including state-owned enterprises, but also take steps to interface the Ghana.Gov platform with the GIFMIS system to facilitate compliance with the National Public Management Framework. Government will also launch the RACE, Revenue Assurance and Compliance Enforcement, an interagency collaboration between GRA, the Ministry of Finance, and National Security to spearhead the Ministry's oversight of the revenue collection agencies. Tax revenue has been relatively low in Ghana, with our tax revenue to GDP of about 14.3%, compared to about 20% for Sub-Saharan Africa and 34% for Europe. This is a stark example. Today, GRA's target is about 57, let's say 60 billion. And if we add 14% and move to 21%, that's another 30 billion. So that's the extent of leakage that we're experiencing without a digital system. And in Europe, it's 34%, which means that you could be getting revenues of about 150 billion if we stop these leakages. Now, these are profound numbers for the development of our country, and the Ghana Beyond Aid will be a reality in this administration. There are many challenges ahead, though, to ensure that we recover from the pandemic. However, no responsibility is more important than our effort also to stop the flow of illicit finance. We have both problems on the international level and also on the domestic level. So for Africa, according to UNCTAD, there's 88.6 billion of resources lost through illicit financial flows, of which 63% is due to multinational movements. Similarly, stolen assets recovery initiatives suggest that between 20 to 30 billion on the African continent is lost to corruption by public sector officials. That's Ghana.Gov. Recently, as you know, the G20 have come to an accommodation that multinationals should be paying a minimum of 15% corporate taxes, and that would change the scene completely with the 88.6 billion that is being ferreted away. We did an analysis of one of our major companies in Ghana, and the effective tax rate, Mr. Vice President, was 4%. So you begin to see how technology would help us a lot in this way. So we really are looking forward to the effectiveness of Ghana.Gov. And the challenges we have, Mr. Vice President, is the fact that on the multinational front, I think they have a lot more resources and are therefore able to exploit inefficiencies in our tax code, and this will strengthen GRA to be able to avoid the asymmetries of information for that. And then on our domestic front, we should be able to create an environment where the social contract is not broken, and enhancement and enforcement and compliance is across the board. So there's a sense that everybody is paying their way through this. In the recent act to bring the Ghana unique identification card to GRA, where we had 5.5 million TIN numbers, and now the introduction of the card, we have 15.5 million people that we can get to. Fascinating results from that, because now we clearly have the age groups. We know where people live. We've been able to identify some 22,000 professionals who are engineers, medical professionals, finance professionals, legal professionals, who all have some amnesia about how taxes are paid. But now we have their home numbers, their addresses, and we should remind them about that. So that is going to change the landscape, in a sense, for the society, that nobody is above the law and there's a reason to pay. We also have done some analysis on a regional basis, and you have Greater Accra paying 80% of the taxes, Western region 8%, Ashanti region 7%, and Eastern 6%. Now, you begin to wonder how Ashanti region or Eastern region can be paying 8 and 6% of our taxes. This is a very profound period for us, and we really can thank our three fintech companies for what they have done. If I had any power, I'm sure the order of the Volta would be. So I really would like them to get up so we see them, and we congratulate them for the service of sacrifice to Ghana. Where are they? There we go. Thank you very much indeed. So, Mr. Vice President, I want Ghana to continue to be a world leader in the digital economy and public service delivery. With 71% of our population under 35, we are uniquely qualified to lead the digital age. So in addition to the measures to infuse the digital economy in our revenue collection, I employ all of us in government to use technology to provide greater transparency and efficiency on service delivery across the public sector. Ultimately, we have to maintain the resolve to ensure that the immense opportunities that Ghana's digital future offers us are realized and made available to all. The Ghana that we are proud of, Mr. President, this is our task, this is our challenge, and this is our opportunity. We thank you. We thank God for this, and may He bless our nation and make it great and strong. Thank you.
The Minister of Finance, the Honorable Ken Oforiatta, thank you for your bold leadership and your efforts at promoting digitization in Ghana. Mr. Vice President, Honorable Ministers of State, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for the next few minutes, let's show you an introductory video of Ghana.Gov. Please lend your attention to the screen.
For the past several years, we've tried to find a way to minimize the leakages of government revenue into individual pockets by using technology. And so there was a Ghana Electronic Payments Platform which was supposed to assist all ministries, departments and agencies to use one platform on which to deliver their services. However, the cost of maintaining that system over time became prohibitive. Upgrades and stuff were not done on time, and so it wasn't possible to scale it up to include all of government agencies. And Ghana.Gov has been put in place to replace that system. And we believe that one, we have a system that is created for our peculiar circumstances with our challenges in mind and enable us to move on the path of real digitization of all payments for government goods and services.
We need to co-opt artificial intelligence as soon as possible for the larger purposes of government, improving the economy, improving issues of transparency, improving accountability in the way that the governments are run. The Vice President led a big delegation of companies to Silicon Valley in America, launching a Ghanaian version of the community coming together with this active support of government.
One of the key pillars in driving the vision of a Ghana beyond aid is technology. You know, we internally in Ghana have begun a major digitization process where we want to use technology and a digital economy framework to transform Ghana. We've also got a very vibrant IT community in Ghana.
I must commend the brains behind this project and the technical people who made it happen. Haptel Expressway IT Consortium. Ghana.Gov is designed in such a way that it will provide visibility to the Ministry of Finance and the Ghana Revenue Authority on all funds generated by government, ministries, departments, and agencies. So it provides a single view of all transactions within government at the click of a button.
With the convenience that comes with Ghana.Gov will allow taxpayers who previously have difficulty in paying their tax to be able to come on board and pay their tax. So if a taxpayer can sit in the comfort of his office, can file his documents, can pay his tax, he doesn't need to go to the tax office to go and ensure proof that he has paid. It will ensure that more taxpayers pay their taxes. It doesn't matter which bank you are with. You can just pay through your own bank without needing to transfer money from one to another. In terms of the flow of the funds from the taxpayer to the bank to the central bank, as far as the government office is concerned, there's a complete clean flow. It also makes it very, very convenient for us and to ensure that we're able to account for the revenues that we collect for the nation.
By taking this lead, we expect the private sector to jump onto this lead and to begin to provide value-added services. Even as government is digitizing, we expect the private sector to also follow. And by doing that, we are also encouraging innovation in that ecosystem. And now that we are beginning to license and regulate fintechs, we believe that we will be able to use these fintechs to be able to lead the way for the private sector to also join the digitization train.
Now, it is not just the payments part of it, but even applying for that service will be made much, much easier for the ordinary citizen as well, so long as you have access to a mobile phone or a computer.
We see it from two angles, from the perspective of the applicant and then from the perspective of the passport office. For the passport office, the digitization has helped us to bring about some sanity and order at the various passport centers. Now for the applicant, applications are now done in the comfort of their various places. And with us,
there's orderliness, since the central element of the digitization program is about appointment on a particular date and the time of your own choosing. And then, most importantly, it has minimized the activities of the middlemen.
NITA is very happy to support Ghana.Gov with the infrastructure that it needs. And secondly, we are also supporting them with a contact center where we can take calls, whether it's email, WhatsApp, to actually assist customers when they are using the Ghana.Gov platform.
This couldn't have come at a better time. There's been fears in other parts of the world that the virus can be transmitted through paper money. So by going digital, we remove that vector of transmission of the virus and help protect our citizens even better. I must commend the President for his leadership in this space as well, and His Excellency the Vice President as well. Without their political will and their drive, this wouldn't have been possible. And as I always say, it is digitime in Ghana.
Ghana.Gov, the single platform for all services from the government of Ghana.
Through the warmth of his understanding, he's been able to break down very complex macroeconomic issues and now digitization to the whole of Ghanaians. It's a pleasure to invite the gift of the occasion, the Vice President of the Republic, to deliver the keynote address. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Thank you very much. Honorable Chief of Staff, the Minister for Finance and Economic Planning, arguably the happiest man in the room, as the Minister for Communications and Digitalization, the Ministers of State and Deputy Ministers of State, Members of Parliament, President of II, the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Deputy Governor, public organizations, CEOs of banks, fintechs, and captains of industry, the Chairman of the National Christian Council, distinguished invited guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Today marks an important milestone in the digitalization of our economy. It also marks an important day in the vision of the Ghana Beyond Aid agenda set forth by His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, whose vision is brought about everything that we are seeing in this digitalization space. Ladies and gentlemen, the interaction of citizens with government has historically been a frustrating experience for most of our population. The bureaucracy is daunting and has resulted in a culture of paying bribes and engaging middlemen known as Goro boys to obtain basic services such as passports and driver's licenses. There is also the problem of people having to travel to Accra or other regional capitals to apply for many government services. And then there is the problem of the leakages of government revenue as cash payments find themselves in people's pockets rather than government accounts. Ghana.Gov is the payments and revenue collection platform that provides a single point of access to all services of ministries, departments, and agencies of the government. The platform is available to all citizens, residents and non-residents of Ghana, and can be accessed online at www.ghana.gov.gh or by dialing a short code *222# *222# on any mobile phone, whether it's a smartphone or a YAM phone. While Ghana.Gov is not the government's first attempt at digitizing the provision and delivery of all government services on a single platform. In fact, as the Minister for Communications and Digitalization made clear, this process had started before. There was an attempt by the previous government to do this. But the approach we have adopted this time is a novel one. Coming into office, we knew from the beginning that certain key pillars had to be in place before a single platform for effective delivery of government services can be implemented. The key pillars include a unique national identity for citizens and residents. Government must know who it is dealing with on the single platform, and the person must know that the person is who they say they are. The implementation of the Ghana card, the national ID card, has solved this problem. The residential address, secondly, a residential or office address of citizens or businesses must also be known when you interact with this platform. The National Digital Property Addressing System was therefore implemented to solve this problem. And today, for example, we have 7.5 million unique addresses of properties, and the address plates are being affixed on properties across the countries, even in the villages where mud huts will also have their address plates fixed. So we have a database of properties across the country. Thirdly, there must also be financial inclusion to allow all citizens and residents the ability to make and receive payments into or from a government bank account, even if they only have a mobile money account. We had a situation where very, very few people could make payments into a government account. So if you then have this single platform, it means so many people will be excluded from it because they have got an inability to make those payments on the platform. We solved this problem with the implementation of mobile money interoperability, which basically makes the bank account interoperable with mobile wallets. And that means that a Momo account can virtually operate like a bank account. Today, over 90% of the adult population of Ghana has a traditional bank account or a mobile money account. In addition, we've implemented the universal QR code that will complement mobile money and allow all merchants and individuals to go cashless in the near future. And the universal QR code will also feature on the Ghana.Gov platform. Ladies and gentlemen, the operations of government agencies, if this is to work, should also be digitized. And we are solving this problem by digitizing the operations of agencies like the Passport Office, the NHIS, DVLA, the Motor Insurance Database, the ports, and so on. In the case of the Passport Office, for example, when we came into office, we had a meeting with the Passport Office in this process of digitization. They were supposed to have gone online with their services. But when we interrogated further, we found out that their online passport application required you to download the form from their website, fill it out in pen, and then upload it again. So in fact, it was still a paper process. So I said, Masa, where the emfa? We have to relook at your processes again. But today, the passport application process is truly digitized. In addition, when you interact with citizens, it is also important that the tax identification numbers, the TIN numbers of users of the platform should be provided so that government can also track this information. Unfortunately, at the time we came into office, only 750,000 people in Ghana had TIN numbers. So we have solved this problem by using the Ghana card as the TIN number. And by doing this, this has increased the number of people with TIN numbers from 4% of the adult population, which was the case in 2016. So between basically independence and 2016, we had only 4% of the adult population with TIN numbers. But by just making the Ghana card number the TIN number, we've increased the number of percentage of the adult population with TIN numbers from 4% to 86% in just 4 years. And this is transformation that we are talking, 4% to 86%. So the issue now that will fall on the lap of GRAs, now how to leverage this database and make revenue out of it. And it's very, very important that as we want to expand the base, we need to have very simple ways of assessment and payment of taxes so that people can have on your mobile app 1, 2, 3 entries, you pay your taxes. I think if we make it very simple, we will be able to rope in a lot of people. And we should really have a requirement, maybe from next year, we'll talk to the Minister of Finance, that everybody, even if you are paying zero, should file, so that we can have a record. Everybody should file, even if you have nothing. So just on your mobile application, just say, I don't have it, it's zero to file. We'll just press it and we'll take that on board. And we hope you are telling the truth. It is only after putting all these elements that you have the national ID, you have the digital address, you have mobile money interoperability, you are digitizing the agencies, and then you have TIN numbers. Now that ecosystem that you've put together then now allows this platform to work. Otherwise, you are really going to be putting the cart before the horse to try to put a platform, as was the case, without these key pillars in place. So I'm excited that in Ghana we did not go beyond our shores to develop and manage a platform like this. Indeed, the spirit of collaboration and innovation exhibited by the local technology companies, Hubtel, Express Pay, and IT Consortium, who are powering this payments platform, is most admirable. I know you've stood up and we've clapped for you, but let's clap for you again. I'm sure you are all going to be happy that you are not going to be receiving further calls from me asking, where are we? When are you finishing? And all of that. But they've done an excellent job, and we are thankful to them. I also want to acknowledge, even though they are the ones acknowledging others, the Minister for Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, and the Minister for Communications, Ursula Owusu-Akufo, for their leadership. Without them, this could not have happened. They have, of course, people who are working with them, Ernest Akori at the Ministry of Finance. Ernest, where are you? Well done. Well done. We have Nita, Richard Ochirefusu, who has also been a strong pillar for us in this project. Richard, where are you? Well done. And your team, we have Bank of Ghana, of course. All the money goes there, and they have an interest in making sure, and they've been very, very supportive, along with Gibbs, who has been also working with the team. It's been a collaborative effort, as the minister has said, and we are very, very thankful. And if we adopt this approach to many other projects, it's clear we are going to go very, very far. And NITA, as was mentioned, is hosting and managing the call center to support this platform. Ladies and gentlemen, for starters, Ghana.Gov is a one-stop shop to enable citizens easily access government services, simplify payments for public services, ensure prompt payments for services, and promote transparency and visibility of the internally generated funds. It is a real weapon in the fight against demons and principalities in the public sector. It is really a real weapon. So the demons will not be happy today. Instead of those who demand public services handing cash over to administrative staff, they will switch to a mobile payment system. Transactions will be recorded instantly, avoiding any bribery and corruption regarding the quoted service fee and curtailing the risk of embezzlement. We had a video where the Ministry of Tourism, the representative, was talking about how they digitize payments in places like Elmina Castle and so on. What he did not tell you was that that pilot for the Ministry of Tourism, for those centers, increased revenue by fourfold. There was a fourfold jump in revenue just by digitizing the process. So you just wonder where the cash was going. According to the 2017 Auditor General's report, inefficiencies in government's revenue collection resulted in losses of over 2 billion in 2017, with about 254 MMDAs and some 127 public organizations operating more than 2,000 physical points of services. With mostly manual processes, revenue collection is bound to have challenges. The Ghana.Gov platform consists of 4 main components: a web portal, mobile app and USSD interface, a payment processing component, a notification component, and a complaint submission medium. It is the belief of government that a single payments platform will have 3 main benefits for our economy and help us achieve our long-term goal of a Ghana beyond aid. First, Ghana.Gov will help grow government revenue. It is estimated that about 10 to 15% of collections are lost through inefficiencies, theft, or other accounting schemes. Going digital means that we can improve our revenue collection by an estimated 3 billion cedis annually. Also, the sheer convenience of enabling all of us to pay for government services with our mobile money, our bank accounts, our new QR code, our fintech apps on our phones, or even, through the bank's drafts and so on. The hassle of going through long queues and hopping from office to office just to make a payment for a government service will simply become a thing of the past. It is expected that Ghana will derive expense savings of some 40 million Ghana cedis a year as a result of this platform. And that is a conservative number, because a 2017 payment industry report indicated that Ghana could save over 250 million Ghana cedis a year by becoming more of a cash-light economy. Second, Ghana.Gov will redefine how we all engage with government. Beyond the financial benefits of Ghana.Gov, the platform will also transform how we all connect to government. There's currently no Government of Ghana mobile application for over 9 million smartphone users and more than 30 million mobile users in Ghana. The soon-to-be-published Ghana.Gov Citizen app will have important features that will change the way we connect to official and thereby help grow our foreign direct investments. Countries such as Rwanda, Estonia, Mauritius have all seen uplift in their investments as a result of their efforts to digitize and ease access to government services. Ghana.Gov will offer a simple and single user experience for all government services and will make it easy for everyone to find and pay for government services. The days where you have to make several phone calls or look for a middleman just to get information and help on a government service is coming to an end. As of now, ladies and gentlemen, the Passport Office, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Lands Commission, National Service Secretariat, Food and Drugs Administration, National Information Technology Authority, Registrar General's Department, and the National Schools and Inspectorate Authority have all been onboarded onto the Ghana.Gov portal. The team is in the process of onboarding the Public Procurement Authority, Data Protection Commission, MPA, Minerals Commission, CODVET, Ghana Post, and so on. The launch today should serve as a catalyst to speed up the onboarding of all remaining MMDAs. And I ask that we make a good effort to onboard all MMDAs by the end of the year. That should be our goal. Everybody should be onboarded by the end of the year, so that by January we'll say bye-bye to the old way of doing things and start afresh in 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ghana card, the digital address system, mobile money interoperability, Ghana.Gov, and the universal QR code are the foundational enablers in our effort to maximize the potential of digital technologies in Ghana's transformation. One technological innovation paves the way for others, and the large-scale benefits in the access to and the delivery of public services have just begun in ways that reduce transactions costs, enhance the convenience of citizens, and improves the revenue-generating capacity of service providers. The integration of the Ghana card with passport services, NHIS, SNIT are just the beginning of the transformation. Finally, the full scale of the benefits of the Ghana.Gov platform will not be realized until there is improved connectivity at district and community levels. And this is why the Ministry for Communications and Digitalization is embarking on a program of making sure that rural and underserved areas within the next 2 or so years will have access to connectivity. Ghana has also strengthened, because as we digitize, we have to be careful about our cybersecurity. And in this regard, Ghana has also strengthened our cybersecurity infrastructure, led by the Ministry for Communications and Digitalization. And we have recently been ranked 3rd in Africa on Cybersecurity Index of the International Telecommunications Union. So we are not doing badly, but by its nature, cybersecurity will continue to be a work in progress, and we'll continue to focus on it, because every time you block something, they'll try to get around it. So, but we are very cognizant of making sure that we enhance cybersecurity as we digitize. I would like to congratulate all of you and thank all of you who have worked so hard, so hard to turn this idea into a reality. It's taken us 2 years to do this, and it's remarkable, quite frankly, because when you look at that system that has been put in place by the partners, the technical people, it's just mind-blowing, and it's really a sight to behold, and I really thank them because they've turned this idea into a reality. We are leapfrogging bottlenecks in public administration to accelerate our economic transformation together. So I thank you all very much for your attention. And we say that Ghana.Gov has now been officially, by the grace of God, launched.
The Vice President of the Republic, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Another round of applause. It's always an edifying experience listening to you as you catalog so well our digital transformation journey into digital inclusion, laced with a healthy blend of humor and candor. We say thank you. I only wish you were my teacher in secondary school. I'd have been a professor by now. And so, Mr. Vice President, for making digitalization your life's work, it falls to you now, ably accompanied by the Chief of Staff of the Office of the President, the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Communications and Digitalization, and an important partner who disseminates all this information to Ghanaians, the Minister of Information, to please proceed to the front as we officially unveil the logo of Ghana.Gov. Yes, please. And so it will be a countdown from 10 to 1, where His Excellency the Vice President will witness the unveil of the new logo, I beg your pardon, for the Ghana.Gov. If we're ready, let's begin the count. From 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And to God be the glory, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally here. The Ghana.Gov, a single platform for all governments of Ghana services. It's an idea whose time has come, and we celebrate this single proven solution to address the challenges of revenue generation while achieving customer satisfaction. And with 3 happy shares, we say hip hip, hip hip. And so, Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, respectfully I ask that you please turn around for a ceremonial photograph to mark this great day. Let's have the official logo in the background. Yes, let's have the official logo in the background. Thank you very much. Photographers, if you please permit me, Mr. Vice President, if it pleases you, I would like you to please space out so we can see clearly the logo for the photographs. It's a great day to be joyful, and we say kudos to all the hands that have made this possible. The last photograph, Mr. Vice President, if it pleases you, will be with the hands that have contributed in no small measure, the Ghanaian geniuses that have made this possible. Haptel, IT Consortium, and Express Pay, their managing directors, Alex Bram, Prince Buje, and Curtis Vanderpoel. A round of applause as they join. This is how we celebrate a Ghanaian solution to a Ghanaian problem. Ghanaian solutions to a Ghanaian problem. We say congratulations. Haptel, IT Consortium, Express Pay, you have made this possible, and we salute you. It's certainly a vote of confidence in the Ghanaian fintech and IT space. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as His Excellency and the official party take their seats. I only pray for the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, seeing that he's in suit, and yet his boss has come to mop every excess liquidity in the system. I just pray his target will not be increased. To this end, Mr. Vice President, I believe all that needs to be said has been said. However, what is the way forward after such a successful launch? The answers lie with Ghana's Minister of Information, the Honorable Kojo Oponkrumah. A round of applause as he goes.
Your Excellency the Vice President, Madam Chief of Staff, Ministers responsible for Finance, Communications and Digitalization, Honorable Ministers and Deputies, President of the National House of Chiefs, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, mine is a very simple task: to reiterate the fact that the digitalization of government services is a journey, not an event. Today's official launch of this platform cannot therefore be the end. It is rather the beginning. For this to succeed, we need your partnership. The technology companies will continue to maintain a robust platform. The agencies responsible for government services will continue with their digitalization processes. We have now the opportunity to deepen awareness and uptake across the general population. And that is where we'll be counting on all of you, across your various sectors, to help us push the word out. Public service providers, our colleagues in financial institutions, government officials, and our colleagues in the media. For this to work, we all need to join in the marketing and public education of the agenda and this platform. We say thank you and congratulations to the technology companies. Thank you and congratulations to the Ministers for Finance, Communications and Digitalization. Congratulations to you, Your Excellency the Vice President. For those who know your history, right from the Bank of Ghana, this digitalization agenda has been dear to your heart. We say congratulations and thank you to His Excellency the President for his leadership. As the Honorable Minister responsible for communications said, it's digitime in Ghana now. Let's make a success of it. Thank you.
And congratulations and many thanks to you, the Honorable Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah, Ghana's Minister of Information. Yours has been a job well done, disseminating government policies and programs to the understanding of every Ghanaian. I believe he deserves a round of applause. To this end, it falls to me to say thank you on behalf of the Vice President of the Republic and all the team members who have made this possible, particularly to you, members of the private sector, for coming in your numbers and for showing such enthusiasm and support. Government has done its part, and we believe that you've seen and you're impressed, and you also do your part to augment Ghana's efforts at achieving a Ghana beyond aid. I am, by the grace of God, Jerry Edemajololo, and I'm thankful for the pleasure of your company and this great opportunity. Shall we please rise and invoke the blessing of God Almighty as we sing together, God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. May God bless the Ghana.Gov and may God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong.